Spike it up, holding on. Trigger, you've done it, you champion. Spike it up, wins, goes to the lead. John's going to take out the Dudley Justice. And that's Mr. Ali. It could be. He's fighting back. Oh, look at him. Spike it up, does it.
Welcome everyone to Mobile Rolling. We are season 2, episode 7. Rocky, they said that they would just chop us down and get rid of us, but we're still chipping away, mate.
Yeah, mate. It's good fun.
Yeah. Hey, Rocky, you remember we had Stephen Norman a couple of episodes ago. He was telling us about Major Secret, and he said that he was thinking about promoting Major Secret in a big way. Well, that's happening this Saturday night at Globe Derby in the Botcher Room. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So the offer is here for people to see Stephen.
So they can just wander up and...
Yeah, just have a chat with them. I think they're even doing door prizes. I think they're even giving away a free service as well on the night for
that's
Major
true.
Secret.
You know, he said he was going to do things like this, and he was a good chat when we had him in, mate. And to do this, fantastic night. Yeah, so
this Saturday, 12th of October, Globe Derby in the Botcher Room. Drinks and nibbles available as well. So no doubt Jack Bashar will be in there. He loves the drinks and nibbles. And he doesn't mind a free service either. But that's Allenby Lodge promo night this Saturday at Globe Derby. Yeah. Now, furthermore to that, we've discussed it all the team at Mobile Rolling. We're going to. We reckon most of us can be there for the Horse of the Year dinner on the 25th of October on the Friday at Mawson Lakes. Yep. So by all means, if anyone wants to come up and have a chat with us, we'll be at the table. We'll have a table there, the Mobile Rolling table at the Horse of the Year dinner.
Table of knowledge.
Table of knowledge. Joker's paradise. And once we get a couple of drinks into us, it'll be even more so, won't it?
That's true.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. I know you've got a busy day that day, but you're going to try and make it.
Yep,
so
for sure.
I really hope you be there, Rocky.
Yep.
So try your best, mate.
Yep, wouldn't hate, definitely. Yeah. But that'll be a good night as well. In that vicinity, finally bringing it back to Mawson Lakes, it's all the northern side of Adelaide anyway. We are really. So looking forward to a good night there. And
Lachlan Stace is going to be the MC, so
he's emceeing.
We'll be able to...
think you bring his new girlfriend or not?
I don't know. I don't know, but we'll find out on the night. Yeah. I'm sure she'll be there. So yeah, that's
looking
about
forward
what
to
we, yeah, looking forward to that. Anything else before we go to our first segment?
No, probably the only downside of our table is people got to sit with Max as well. So
yeah, but anyway, at least Deb will be there, so that's okay.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But no, that's it. What have we got coming up?
All right, we've got after the break, we've got Liz Barbaro who's catching up with Colin Henderson from Hopkins Saddlery, and they're going to be talking about weight in a sulky and how that affects the horse's performance, or may or may not. So we'll find out what Colin and Liz have got to say after the break. We're located here at New Spot Motor Group, 2020 May North Road at Salisbury Park. They've got a magnificent array of vehicles here for you to look at. Paul Kavanagh will be able to help you out with his great team. They're good supporters of harness racing in South Australia. You go to Globe Derby, you'll see the New Spot Motor Group vehicle there, and there's plenty of vehicles here at Salisbury Park. So come and see the team at New Spot Motor Group. They'll look after you really well.
Here we are today down at Hopkins Saddlery, and I'm in a sulky, bit out of my comfort zone, but that's okay. So we're going to have a little talk with Colin shortly about the difference in weight with drivers and the equipment used, the sulkies. So, you know, and then going to do a few laps around the shop as well. So can you give us a little rundown? What exactly is this that we're actually looking at for those who don't know?
Well, this is your standard race cart as of today. Got your weights, sizes, it's all pretty straightforward really. Horse at that end, driver at this end.
Oh really? Oh, I thought we had the people running around on that end. Oh, my bad.
Well, you know what, you could be a bit of a laugh there.
Yeah, I think we'll get Max in to do that later. What do you reckon?
Well, I think we might get him to do a couple of laps.
Definitely.
See who's quicker, him or Lee.
Have them going straight down the middle of the store. He hates us on a good day.
Straight line racing, beautiful.
So, something I've been asked a few times is we've got all these drivers and we've got, you know, quite variations in their weight and heights. What sort of a difference does that make on a bike like this?
Not a lot, to be perfectly honest. With the uplift you get, the weight is actually off the horse's back anyway as he's going. The driver, it's down to talent and the ability at that end.
Yeah.
I'm a lot heavier.
Big believer in that.
Yeah, I'm a lot heavier than Danny, most of them out there today, Kenny. However, me driving a race, they're about 10 lengths better. But that's nothing to do with weight. That's everything to do with ability.
Skill and the combination, skill and horse combo that's
Absolutely.
going on.
And that's what it comes down to, really. What's up that end is very important.
Yep.
What's at this end is also
important. That's why
important.
Max does no good.
No. I mean, you have got, once you get up to your better classes and just standard racing, obviously a wider driver, there is a bit more drag, but then we said that with the colours as well. If we want to cut drag, why have we got parachute colours on?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is minimal, the difference.
Yeah. And what about other things, say, for instance, the wheels that you're using, like with the setups of them, does that contribute to everything that's going on?
Again, can do, depending on the track again.
Yeah.
If you've got a wet track where your skinny wheels will sink, well then your wider profile tyres are the better way to go. They haven't really used the wider profile tyres for a while, but there are still drivers out there with them.
Yep. Is that more because the conditions of our tracks, even between a wet track and a
dry track, the tracks are better definitely over the years, yeah, for sure. But if it is a bit boggy, the wider tyre will sit higher on the track as opposed to the skinnier one, which will go in. The difference, it's about a quarter of a second.
Well,
really?
But a quarter of a second can sometimes make the difference.
Well, if these horses are travelling something like 13 metres a second, so a quarter of a second, that's a fair difference. It's nearly body length.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And so what would approximately, say, a sulky like this one weigh on its own without the driver on it?
Yeah, standard sulkies go these days from anywhere between 18 and 28 kilos, which is a lot heavier than what they used to be.
Okay, so why have they gone for a heavier sulky nowadays?
Well, they're going on the motion theory.
Okay.
Up and running, and it moves. And again, it's not really the weight that the horse is pulling.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Because the weight of the sulky really doesn't matter that much.
Okay.
You know, going back in the 90s, they were still running fast times with the sulkies that are probably 10 kilos lighter than these.
That's quite amazing. I wouldn't have thought that myself.
So it's, but the point is, it's not a lot of difference.
No, ultimately, no. But once you add up, the weight of the sulky and your variation of your driver from, maybe a 50, 60 kilo driver to a 95 kilo driver, still at the end of the day, if we've got a good horse at the front, we should still be putting our bet on that one to take us home.
If you've got Black Safag up front, he's going to win in a Royal Speed with me driving. You know what I mean? That's but obviously you're not going to. The racing's close, the horses are close, the classing's close.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Oh, that's fantastic. But it's another one of those areas that a lot of people don't understand that. They don't, if they're not involved in the industry, it's just those little questions, a lot of people ask us all the time. So. Well,
yeah, you get your jockeys, and they go on weight and weight, but the weight's on the back of the horse.
That's right. Whereas with the harness, you're pulling from behind.
Yeah, that's right.
So it is.
Whatever lift they've got, and the new sulkies have got a better lift to them than the older ones.
Yep.
That there is no doubt of that. But yeah.
No, well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope we'll be able to catch up again soon about some more odds and ends that you guys make and produce down here at Hopkins.
No dramas.
All right, thank you, and back to you boys in the studio.
Just Wrecking Toyota, South Terrace Wingfield, for all your recycled and reconditioned parts. Our huge range covers almost every model in the vast Toyota stable. Proudly South Australian with over 25 years in the automotive recycling industry. So, If you want to save some serious money on anything Toyota, call us on 8359 4499 for fast and friendly service.
Welcome back to Mobile Rolling. We're now joined by Mario Borg. We're going to talk all sorts of things with Mario, but in particular, Cullen's Legacy is your sire, mate, and $1,000 service fee, but you've got something.
Yes, well, thanks for having me on here again. It's been a while since I've been on here, but thank you. Well, we were standing him for about $1,000, but I've decided to. I looked at everything and I seen what Shane Looney was doing, and I thought, well, you know, why can't the horse has paid for himself with me? So I thought, well, why don't I do the same thing and offer him out to everybody as a free service?
Fantastic.
And, you know, he's a well-bred horse.
Yeah.
And he's left already a couple of winners that are going okay. So I thought, well, why not we do it? And we've sort of decided, I spoke to my wife and family and just said, well, let's put him up there. So we've done it and offering a free service to everyone, South Australian mares. So.
Very good.
Furthermore to that, he's a beautiful looking horse.
Beautiful looking horse, yeah.
Amazing specimen of a horse.
Yeah.
16 hands, beautiful horse. Yeah. He looks like I was watching Scenic Rise go around the other night when he won. They look exactly the same.
Yeah. And he's only a 14-year-old, so he's not old.
He's not old.
Yeah. We've got claimers at that age.
Yeah, well, that's right. And we were doing his sperm count and that, and the vet reckons he'd get a gelding pregnant. So.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he's all right in that category. So, yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't turn.
Sounds like that.
Look, I know a little bit about this horse,
Yeah.
And you've got him now, but I used to have contact with a guy called Sam Tricassi, right?
Yep.
Who was over in New South Wales in the Griffith area, then he shifted to Queensland. And he was the man that actually purchased Cullen's Legacy. And he was working through Darren Binskin in New South Wales, who was his trainer.
Yep.
And they were tossing up between two horses what to purchase, Cullen's Legacy or I'm the Mighty Quinn. And basically Binskin said to him, get Cullen's Legacy because I'm the Mighty Quinn's a bit of a sook on a wet track. He might be a sook of a horse. But obviously I'm the Mighty Quinn obviously went on to bigger and better things than what Cullen's Legacy did.
Same story,
but then again, you know, it's what direction they take. I mean, I honestly think that what I'm the Mighty Quinn did was, you know, due to the whole influence, you know, training and driving,
no question.
you know what I mean? And he may not have been as good with
that's
someone
right.
else, you know.
You never know.
But always remember that was a telling point of Binskin saying this horse is a beautiful looking horse. We should get this one, Sam. And you've confirmed.
He's a very beautiful looking one. You have to look at him like before I got him. He was in the show ring, and he was just collecting ribbons left, right, and centre because he's a beautiful looking horse.
Yeah.
And I've got one myself, a mare in foal by him at the moment, who's ready to drop any day, and you can just see that. What he leaves are just really good looking horses as well.
So how do you end up out at your joint, mate?
We seen him advertised and always liked him. And I had a couple of brood mares at the time that I thought would suit him. And I was looking at going, because look, we've always bred horses. My father-in-law, he bred not so cheap. And so we've always bred horses. So I looked at him, I said, I like his breeding. And I've got a couple of mares that will suit him. So for $2,000, you might as well just buy him. So we just bought him. And just at home, he's got his own 10 acres that he has for himself. So,
So how big's your property, mate?
We have 25 acres.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful place, up in the hills.
Yeah.
Nice and green.
Yep.
Just got to watch your permapine post, but
He only raced for a couple of years here, though, didn't he, in South Australia?
Yeah, probably 2 or 3 years. He was with Jonathan Kingsford, mate. Look, I don't know his strike rate, but he I know that he did lose a lot of races by hanging in a little bit on the last bend.
He used a bad habit.
He won 15 races here in South Australia.
Yeah. And he could have won more had he not hung in. I know that Mark Billinger a couple of times, even though he was a lefty, he had to stop driving him around the bend and steer him off of horses because he used to hang in. And he lost 2 or 3 races. But probably on the last bend when the pressure was on. That's when he used to.
He should have won a few. He should have won a lot more.
Yeah, he should have won probably another 4 or 5 more. But cost himself by hanging in on the bend, you know. And Mark just couldn't master keeping his momentum up without stopping and steering him. You know? Yeah.
Now, how are the inquiries going, mate?
So far, since I put this out through Borg Racing, and HRSA, we've got about 6 mares interested.
Excellent.
So, which is good.
Yeah.
A couple of nice, well-bred mares as well. So they'll be rocking up start next week. So it's all foaled now and all starting to come back in season. So they'll be rocking up next week.
Oh, that's good.
So we've got 6 so far.
So all his breeding is natural, is it?
Yes, all natural.
All natural.
All natural.
Yep. And the vet that works with you as far as the checking the mares and all
we
that?
have either. Well, I like to use, even though he's retired, a Bill Harbison.
Yep.
He'll come out and help me out. Look, to this kind of stuff, I'm quite new.
Yeah.
So he does a lot. He helps me out with it. So yeah.
So
Worst case scenario, we take him to a stud where the mare is already had a foal.
Yep.
And then we take him there and they service it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So your days, mate, you've got Marshall batteries, obviously, that you do during the day.
That's
You breed
24
horses,
hours. So yep.
You train
24/7, yeah.
You train horses.
Yep.
You're the Grand Poobah of country clubs.
Oh well, I'm not. I'm just acting. I'm an acting Grand Pooper. So yeah.
Okay, so you're Barney Rubble instead of Fred Flintstone, is that?
Yeah.
But how do you fit it all in, mate?
Pardon?
How do you fit it all in?
Great difficulties. I have a very good wife and some really good kids.
Yeah.
And they know that harness racing has been in my blood my whole life.
Yeah.
So they sort of expect it, but it has its moments where, sometimes you're pulling your hair out and you need to walk away.
Yeah.
But we work it out, we find ways and things are doing stuff, so which is quite good.
The positives outweigh the negatives.
That's right. It's to me, it's more of trying to keep the industry going from my perspective and my business sense and all that I can help in any way, and that's why I'm on the committee at Strath on countries, offered my stallion up, and I also put as many junior drivers on as I can now. So
you think there's, in your role now as country clubs, that you can see a future for us that's going to get a little bit better in time, or is it still tough?
It's hard to say, and I think it's still going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough for a while, but the country clubs have all really banded together, and we throw ideas off each other. All of us do. We throw ideas off each other, and we look at which way we're going to go next and what we're going to do and go from there, which is a great positive, because if you've got one half working together and all the country clubs are working together, it starts to really fester and starts to move on from there, which is good, which is really good.
Yeah.
We've never really had that before. So
Colin's Legacy,
Yep.
How do they get involved? How does
they can either contact me through Facebook or my telephone number is through HRSA. It's on Borg Racing as well, and they can contact us through that, and we'll go through it with them. Which
and
is
the numbers on the screen right now,
Yep.
so how to contact Mario Borg. So there you go. Cullen's Legacy, beautiful looking horse. He might breed a beautiful looking horse for you.
Yep.
Thanks, Mario. Appreciate
problem.
your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we'll
Fantastic.
take a break and come back with more.
Pronto United Finance provides a professional, friendly and personalised service, offering competitive consumer lending solutions for whatever your current lifestyle finance requirements may be. We offer secured and unsecured loans for all types of items and occasions, large or small. It might be for a car or motorbike, a boat, a jet ski or caravan, and even horse floats. It might even be for a holiday or wedding. Contact us today, get your pre-approval in place and your mind at ease. Pronto United Finance, putting your personal needs first.
And welcome back to Mobile Rolling. We're now joined by the father-son team, Lane and Corey Johnson. Welcome, boys.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. It's our pleasure, Corey.
It is, yes, absolutely. We've watched him for the last...
I'll tell you something about
bunch of the
Corey.
trials,
When he was a young man, he was the best dressed young man.
When he was a young man.
A younger man. Best dressed, before he started driving, best dressed young man ever to go to the trots. He'd go to the trots with his hat and his bow tie and a suit every now and then. Always used to deck out pretty good, didn't he, Corey? What happened here?
This was on special.
He's now that he's going to buy his own clothes, he's worked out on the budget thing.
Knows what driving for a living does.
Oh, gosh.
Lane, you've been involved for forever.
Yes.
Not just with harness racing, you've also got your own braking business as well, which goes really well. Then Corey comes along and you've probably been waiting for many years for the chance to give him a drive in a race.
Yeah. I waited a very long time for him. I was hoping Emma would be the driver, but she said no, she likes to train, but then she's become the steward and the starter. So Corey's got the hard word now, so he's got to do the hard yards, and hopefully, wouldn't be hard to, to be better than me, but hopefully he can, do the right thing and get on the right horses.
Yeah. But you're starting to get a few outside drivers as well.
Yeah, I've been lucky. For how long I've been driving, I've had a lot of drives, consistent, had 3 or 4 drives, or, I've always got to drive at every race meeting we have here in South Australia, so.
Yeah. Lane sort of underestimates himself, but he's playing it down. He's pretty good at what he does.
He is.
But I remember when I was a younger guy going to the trots, didn't you used to be hooked up with the Chris and Alan Lewis team? Didn't I see you driving around the parade ring with some pretty high-profile horses?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they're not mugs. They wouldn't put you on unless you had a rough idea what you were doing.
No, I worked for them for 2 years, and they asked me to go to Perth with them when I went to Perth. And Mum and Dad sort of said, oh no, you're too young to leave home, you're best to stay with me. And I remember Alan Lewis got a horse truck, and we had 10 horses, and we're going across we're driving to Perth in this horse truck, and I think I was younger than Corey, and I'm sitting there, and you're going for miles, and you see a tree. Okay, we're at this tree, we'll nearly be there. We get to the tree, and it's that further again. Oh, it drove us mad. It took us 20-something hours to drive this beat-up old horse truck to Perth. But
so what sort of speed could you do in that
truck? I think we were going about 70, 60 Ks. We could barely. The truck was a good truck, but it wasn't that good. Now you look at the horse trucks; they're big flash trucks. And I remember Alan said to me, "I hope we get to Perth, Lane. Oh, got 10 horses in the back, and we're hoping we're going to get to Perth." But I think he was taking the mickey out of me more than that.
Did you ever get to drive Car Clue at all?
I drove him after he won the Inter Dominion, actually. Inter Dominion in 1976. I drove him just after that. I didn't work for him when he won the Inter Dominion. About 2 months, 3 months later, I worked for him.
Right.
But they had Orion, Vandermeer, Autumn Gaze. They had some really real good horses. And I remember, as I said, I was a bit younger than Corey, 14 or 15, and you'd go out and drive fast work, and I was driving Vandermeer or Autumn Gaze, and you think, how good's this, driving these horses as a kid? But they trusted me enough that they'd let me drive them, So
you've got a few going quite well now, mate. Cool Breeze is going well. How do you find placing him though, like with the new systems? Is it getting a little bit tougher? He's always off that handicap as well.
The rating system is a bit hard for a horse like him. You sort of place him where, like every horse, where you think they can win.
Yeah.
But, some people like the new rating system, but some people don't. I'm not a fan of it. No one's convinced me yet it's the way to go, but I'm a bit selfish. I only worry about my own horses.
Yeah.
So a horse like Cool Breeze, it doesn't really suit. I had a 3-year-old trotter. She was having her first start, and she was off of the same mark as horses that have won races.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's not fair.
Doesn't make sense sometimes, does it? And Yankee Clipper's obviously...
Yeah, Yankee Clipper's always shown a lot of ability. He's got a few problems, but he's always shown that. The other day when Corey won on him, Jimmy was saying in the call, this is going to suit Yankee Clipper. It was a fast run race.
Yeah.
And he just... he went quick off of a fast run race, I think 1:57.5 or something. He's always promised to do that, but he never has. So hopefully this time in, he's that bit old, a bit more mature. Hopefully he can just keep on improving. The other night he was 3 back the pegs, he never got out, but that's him.
Well, the punters thought he was stiff Saturday night, but the stewards didn't, mate, apparently.
No, got caught in, $200 fine for contacting.
That's why he's not wearing the seat
Mr.
today,
Mr. Smith's bike, but that's how it goes. So.
Yeah. So Corey, I've interviewed you on radio, and you say that you document every drive that you have. You're still doing that? You're
yes, so I've had 93 drives for 7 wins and something like 14 odd seconds and around the mark of 10 thirds or something. So every night after I drive, I come down, write down how many drives I've had, the mile rate they run, where they finished, where the barrier was, write a little comment.
Yep.
So.
Now, with that, I mean, Dad's obviously keen for you to drive a winner. It took a little while for you to drive a winner for Dad, didn't it? And it must have been a big thrill. Did you remember what drive number it was and how many wins you'd had prior to that at least?
It was my 6th winner, and it was on a Saturday night, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
And he was off at 20 metres, I think.
Well, did Dad say well done when you got back to the stable? Like, did he give you a hug?
I think he was crying a bit.
Not Dad.
No emotion, Lane?
Oh, I get very emotional. He drives his race car and I just sit there and watch him, and he gets on the horses and oh God, I used to get a bit toey when I drive, but I'm nothing. When he drives, I get really nervous.
Yeah.
I've got to go and sit on my own and no one talk to me, but hopefully I'll get better.
Yeah. So now that Emma's involved with starting the races and so forth, is she giving you a hard time out there as well? Or
not really.
You're not playing up and stretching the rules at the start and Emma say, come on mate, move up.
No, I've got to abide by more.
You're a bit of a long shot punters pal as well, mate. You've had a couple around the $70 mark, and your first one I think paid
$51.10.
Yeah.
$51.10 emerging art on Allwood Stud Night.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. First race on the card and only had one drive that night, so that was pretty.
Yeah.
One drive, one win.
$50.
Yeah.
Corey's, just quickly in wrapping up, Corey's also involved, or was, are you still involved in the speed car racing? Or?
Yes, yeah. So I race a dirt circuit, so every 4th Sunday, every 4th Sunday of the month we go out to Truro and spend the afternoon, well the whole day out there. So leave at dark, come home at dark thing.
Where'd we go last week?
Port Perry.
Port Perry. Oh,
Went
the
to Port
trots
Perry.
weren't on, so you had to take the car there.
No. So.
Which is why you're studying to be a mechanic, obviously.
Yes, I want to be a heavy diesel mechanic. But dip my toe in a bit of auto electrics, bit of paint and panel and a bit of light performance. So, if a job comes along and says, I need a heavy diesel mechanic but needs to know a bit of panel, I can do it be better than the bloke that's just a panel or just a heavy diesel.
Oh, good on you.
So.
And you do am I right in saying your mum told me you do your schooling and your teaching for that? And sometimes you do that Monday morning, then quickly dash off and go to the trots and drive Monday.
Yes, so the school I go to isn't just like a regular school, so you don't do all the other maths and science and all the other things you don't need.
Yeah.
All your maths and science is based around the trade you're doing. So, like we were learning bore and stroke the other week, so it was how far the piston goes up and down the cylinder and things like that, and how you can make it bigger than more fuel and air can fit in there for a bigger stroke and sort of things like that. So
all too complicated for me, Rocky.
Just stick with the real horsepower.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's Lane and Corey Johnson story. A little bit about it, anyway.
I like the family stuff, mate. That just keeps our harness racing industry ticking along. So well done, boys. It's good.
Keep driving winners with Dad, okay?
Yeah, drive the couple for the old man.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's the Johnson story. We'll come back with more afterwards.
Etchers. With over 30 years combined experience, we endeavour to make your presentation the best it can be. We specialise in all things corporate, from your company's major awards through to your club's trophy needs, as well as sports uniforms and equipment. Our giftware range is second to none, which you can view on eBay. All you do is just type in Etchers. Etchers is proud to be your one-stop shop, making everything a whole lot easier for you. Etchers, proudly supporting harness racing in South Australia. Please come and see us at 142 Port Road, Hindmarsh.
Welcome back to Mobile Rolling. It's tipping time with the tipping sensations either side of me. Jack Bashara, Jack, and Rocky Butterworth. Well done, guys.
Jim, Rock.
How are you, JB?
Okay, here's the update. Don't worry about how he's going. He's going okay, all right?
Okay.
Now, let's see. After last week, it was episode 6 last week. Jack went $20 win on Huey Johnson, second. So he lost his $20. We got 2 points there.
Right.
And Yankee Clipper, $10 each way. No clear run, fourth, 0 points, lost $20 there. So episode 5, remember he had 16 points and he was plus 191.
Yep.
So now he's on 18 points and plus $151. So After episode 6, Jack on 18 points.
Yep.
Plus 151 with the bank total.
And how did I didn't see the results. How did I go, mate?
Oh, we'll get to it, all right?
He knew.
After
He knew. He rang me straight after the race.
Sorry, I'm surprised I didn't get a call.
I haven't had time to check, so
Of course you
just
haven't.
go through them
All
now.
right, well, here's the exclusive for you, okay?
Right, okay.
After episode 5, you had 10 points plus
Yep.
$99.
Yeah.
So you had your $20 to win on Solar Sonic. You paid $2. It happened to win. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. So you got 3 points plus a $20 profit there.
Yeah.
And your $10 each way on Scenic Rides. It happened to win as well. And
How about that, Jack?
So,
Very good picking.
Yeah.
excellent picking. The result there was $4.30 for the win, $1.80 for the place. So that gave you another 3 points and another $41 profit. So after episode 6, you are on 16 points, which means you're 2 points behind Jack, but you have a bigger bank. You have $160 positive in the bank.
Right.
So right here, right now, 16 points plus $10 for every 1 point in the profit. You got 160, so that's 16 points plus 16 bonus points. You're on 32. Jack has got 18 points plus he's $151, so that gives him 15 points bonus, so he's on 33. So 33, 32, and the neck and neck we're going.
You're going down, Jack.
No,
I'm the one going down. I'm the one going down, all right?
How'd you go?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So after episode 5, I had 10 points and I was minus $9. I had $20 to win on Smackwater Jack. Bang, Kenny out of the sulky. 0 points, minus $20. And my $10 each way was on Water Escape, who finished
How'd
fifth.
that go?
It run fifth. 0 points, minus $20. So after episode 6, I'm on 10 points and minus 41.
Did it have any luck though?
It went round.
Put it this way.
Yes, mate.
I'm not sure if I walked under a ladder or stumbled across a black cat or whatever bad luck things there are, but probably Smackwater Jack and Water Escape, at least one of those will probably win at Mildura tomorrow night.
Right.
If not both.
Both.
Yeah, but anyway, so Jack's leading at this stage. So well done, Jack. You're holding the lead. We did predict that last week might have been a crumble for you. You said no, but you were a victim of circumstances.
Very unlucky, Jim. Very unlucky.
Yeah, it was sort of predictable that Eddie was going to get crossed and you're going to be 3 back the inside. You're clutching at straws a bit there for luck, but it didn't come. It didn't come.
No.
Corey tried to get out. He
tried.
copped a $200 fine trying to get out, but
well,
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Now, what have we got for this week?
Well, we're going to go each way, race 2, number 9, far as the eye can see.
Okay.
In on the inside, far as the eye can see, and late was Graffiti Lombo, but Culture King just keeps going, and Culture King wins. Second placing, far as the eye can see.
We're going him each way. I think we should get each way.
Oh, you'll get each way
field.
for sure, yes.
And I think the special that you can put your last on is in race 5, Major Carlisle.
Major Carlisle.
Yep, number 6, Major Carlisle.
Okay, now in the
Trialled
Gary
really
Hill,
well.
Gary Hill stable.
Yep.
Yep.
Very impressed with the trial.
Yep.
Always had a lot of ability, and I just think that this field is not good enough to beat him. I think he'll be too good for these.
Very well done, Jack.
I haven't seen the trial, so...
No, it was nice.
Yep, happy with it.
Yep.
Yep.
That's race 6, isn't it?
That's race 6. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So he should be winning.
Okay.
Smaller field.
Yeah.
And well
They'll
suited.
both be nice odds, Jack.
They should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a bit of value there for someone.
Yep. Very
Right,
good,
what do you got,
mate.
Rocky?
I actually found this week's racing really tough.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of races that are wide open. I've gone back to one I got good money on a couple of weeks ago, and I think in race 2, number 7, I think Glider can either get across or find a nice spot a bit further forward.
Yep.
Hasn't had that much luck since he won that start, so I don't think he's dropped off in form. So he's going to be my each way bet, is Glider.
Yep.
And my win, I'm going into the open class. I've picked Murrinjai Track. I saw it at Mildura at its last start against a pretty handy field. Rock and Roll Eyes, I think Glenn Douglas had in it, won the race.
Yep.
Came from 6 that night, and Wayne drove it really hard to find the top, and then it got taken on by the Death Hawks, which I can't remember what it was. It still held on for second spot, and I think Wayne will try the same. I think he'll try and get across that field, and if he does find the top, he's going to be really hard to run down.
Okay, so each way glider and $20 to win Murrumbidgee track.
Yep.
Okay.
Rock and Roll Eyes 3 metres. Murrumbidgee track off his back. Rock and Roll Eyes is fighting though. And Rock and Roll Eyes, what a top winner of the Euston Club Sunraiser Cup. Rock and Roll Eyes 3 metres. Murrumbidgee track, what a run second.
Doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what, Rocky, though, we must mention,
Yes.
in Jim's defence,
Yeah.
that last week, in his 4 selections, he tipped the winner in every race except the last. And if you'd have taken multiples, you'd have got the quaddie, paid $1,100, treble, daily double, and extra double in his 4 picks.
Yeah,
That's really good tipping, Jimmy.
Yeah, super tipping, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Do you have it?
No, I didn't play it. No. You know what? Here we go. I'm going to go my win bet race 1, number 6, My Papa Bear. Went 156.3, winning here at its first South Australia start. Rolled to the front,
Yep.
did it with high speed. He's a high speed horse.
Yeah. Will he get across?
I think he'll go that fast that he will eventually work to the front, but he may use extra energy to find the lead this time, where he did it comfortably last time. But I'll go with him for my win bet.
My Papa Bear in front by 10 metres. Daddy Long Legs, Indiana Dreaming. Behind those, Murdo Kitty, Braveview Bomber and Downtown Levi's a rough first 4 chance. But My Papa Bear's going to bolt in. My Papa Bear goes on to win by 22 metres.
And my each way bet is race 6, number 5. I want to rock and roll. So in competition against you, Jack, but I haven't, as people are fully aware, I don't do the form till Friday, so I haven't looked at the videos of Major Carlisle. But they're mine. So My Papa Bear, the $20 win. And each way, I want to rock and roll, which I do want to do.
Yeah, well, you need to, Jim.
I need to make ground. I think I tipped the right horses last week, but I didn't quite have the right amount of luck. So I think I was a bit stiff.
You are.
Next week I'm going to bring in a blind squirrel, and he can just point, and he might get you on the right path, I reckon.
All right, we'll see how we go.
Well, if you throw a monkey a typewriter, eventually he'll type a word out.
All right, that's it for the tipping competition. Jack's bragging, so is Rocky. They've got every right to. They're leading the way. They're going neck and neck. And of course, one thing I want to point out just before we close, it will be 11 weeks of tipping, because we will name the finalists on the 12th and final session of the season. Okay,
I'm looking forward to that trip to Bali.
Lovely.
So I'll win.
So we'll see what the prize is. Okay, that's it. We'll go to a break.
Hi, I'm Darryl Hall from Tyre Power Cheltenham, where you get the buying power of a huge range of tyre brands. We stock all major big brands: Toyo, Kumho, Mickey Thompson, Maxxis, Michelin. So come down and see me at Tyre Power Cheltenham.
And welcome back to Mobile Rolling. Just had our punting segment, which is always a bit of fun with Jack Bashara, and always a bit of fun with you, Jimmy, because
I'm doing
the
so
luck's
poorly.
just down a little bit at the minute. But I'm sure it'll turn.
It possibly could.
Yeah.
It possibly could.
Well, you stick to your quadrillas and trifectas and quinellas, mate, and I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
That'll be the go.
See how we go.
We've had a pretty good show, mate. The Johnsons were good.
Yeah.
Borg's always good to have a chat with. Liz Barbaro looked a natural in the sulky, by the way, didn't she?
She
Nothing,
loved it, didn't she?
Nothing phases
Yeah.
her. Nearly fell out 4 times.
No! I knew!
People can find us where?
We're here at
MobileRolling.net.
Yeah, Mobile Rolling.
Facebook.
Exactly, it's all there and it's all
We need
growing.
more and more people to keep watching the
And
show.
by all means, if you've got any suggestions about the show, someone you might want interviewed or spoken about, just send the information through the website.
Too right.
Mobile Rolling, and Lee will get onto it, and you know, because you've got nothing else to do.
That's it. And of course, we've spoken about the awards night. It'll be fun. It'll be good.
It'll be the first awards night I've been for about 5 years, I reckon.
Is that?
Yeah, but and I probably didn't miss one for about 15 years.
Right.
But nevertheless...
Well, I haven't been, so they roll out the red carpet for the girls as well, mate, and blokes
I don't know what they do nowadays. I haven't been for a while, but I'm looking forward to being just there as a person sitting back and watching. And enjoying the celebration of the achievements of all the participants within the sport. Because I know myself how difficult it is, because I mean I used to help my uncle train horses and involved in all the work that's involved. And let's face it, the people of the industry are keeping the industry going. As an industry. And their rewards are not massive. So these are the nights where they've got to accept the awards that they might get, reflect on what the season has done, and celebrate. Not too hard, don't go too hard on the Terps, leave that up to us, but just celebrate the night and enjoy what you've achieved. And that would be my words to the participants. Just enjoy the night, have a good time, and realise what they've achieved and how successful they have been.
No, I agree with that, mate. It's like footy clubs, you know, if you're playing Division 5, well, that's the league that you're playing in, and it's no different to winning the best and fairest in Div 5 to winning a Brownlow medal, you know. It's where you play, and you were the best. So just embrace it and say, let's move forward.
Looking forward to it.
All right,
that's just about Mawson Lakes. Mawson Lakes, 25th of October. We will have a mobile rolling table there. And who knows, maybe if people come up and have a chat, we'll be then trying to promote Wavell on the 13th of December.
No, we definitely will.
Because that's a big event. I think Wavell itself has been the most spectacular night of racing that I've seen in South Australia in the last 5 years. And I'm hoping it'll be just as good when we go there on the 13th of December.
People will go.
It'll be good.
Right.
All right, that's it. That's it for episode 7 of season 2. Obviously, we'll go to episode 12. That'll be the end of season 2. And then we'll see if we can come up with season 3 or 120 down the track. Who knows?
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Righto, mate.
Thanks, Rocky.
Good to see you.